Hey guys, my name is David. Welcome to my channel. This is my second video in the series of how to get a free car. Hopefully you've already watched my previous video and you have a good idea of which rebates you qualify for. Now, even if you don't qualify, maybe you have friends and family that might, feel free to share the video with them. I think it's great to be able to take advantage of this incredible deal. In this video, I'm going to walk you guys through the list of cars that are available, and I'm going to give you guys kind of my recommendations, ranking it from the worst to the best. These are the best deals that I've seen around, but just because a deal exists doesn't mean a dealer is willing to accept both the CVAP voucher and the clean fuel reward. Keep in mind that although it does end up being a free car, there's actually a lot of hard work involved regarding getting a good dealer that is willing to accept your offer and willing to budge on the price. And ultimately, it's up to you to negotiate the lease contract. I'll have a video up soon with a walkthrough on how a lease contract works and how to negotiate your lease. But all in all, I think it's really worth it, and you're really going to be thanking yourself when you don't have to pay for a car for the next 3 years. Now, without further ado, we're going to look through the CVRP's list of electric cars and plug-in hybrids, and we're going to rank them from the worst to the best. The worst being you may have to pay a little bit for it, and the best being you'll potentially be paid to drive it. So for the rest of this video, you'll hear me talk about a total payment and a one pay. So I'm going to differentiate these by saying that the total payment will just be simply adding together all of the monthly payments and the drive-offs minus the taxes and fees. And for the one pay, just to summarize, you're basically paying for the whole lease up front. And by doing that, you're avoiding the implicit interest charges in the financing of the car. Now, there definitely are risks associated with the one pay, but I know a lot of people do this in conjunction with the CVAP and the clean fuel reward because it is a little bit easier and you do save a little bit of money. Now, starting from the worst, we have all the plug-in hybrids. These deals are potentially free if your income is below $38,000. Not so much if it's over. So there's 3 cars that stand out to me in terms of the plug-in hybrids, although there's a long list. Some of these leases honestly are just not worth it, especially if you're trying to get the free car. Since the clean fuel reward is based on the battery size, for plug-in hybrids, you're going to get docked about $600 for each of these 3 cars. So for an income of up to $38,000, you're looking at about $8,900 in rebates and grants. And for an income of about $51,000, you're looking at a total of just under $6,400. So with the worst one on the list that's doable is going to have to be the Hyundai. One of the best deals I've seen comes out to a total payment of about $9,600. If they did offer a one pay, it would probably be a little bit closer to $9,000. So again, this deal is potentially free if your income is under $38,000. Not so much if it's over. But for those of you between $38,000 and $51,000, don't worry, we'll get there soon. Next in line, we have the Kia Niro. This one comes out to about $9,100 with a potential one pay in the high 8,000s. Again, this is potentially free depending on your income. And last but not least, to round out the plug-in hybrids, the best one that we have is the Toyota Prius Prime. I saw a deal for this one with a total payment of about $8,850. If a one pay is available, this car is definitely free if your income is under $38,000. Now, moving on to the good stuff, the electric cars. Again, we're going to start from the worst and go all the way to the best. And although I do save the best for last, I suggest you listening to the whole thing so that you're aware of what your choices are. With more information and more choices available to you, I believe you have a better chance of picking the car that's right for you. Because although it is a free car, it is a 3-year commitment as well. In last place on the car list, with the free deal that I can find, ranking at number 7, we have the Hyundai Ioniq SE, coming in at an MSRP of about $34,000. Although this one has good lease offers and comes out free to those earning up to $51,000, this build was very hard to find when I matched it up against the available dealers. But please do keep in mind that deals do change, and as I've emphasized earlier, please do your homework and call the dealers in your area to find somebody that accepts the CVAP and the clean fuel reward at the same time. With good timing, I'm sure you'll be able to find a couple builds on this one, but I am ranking it last because as of the recording of this video, I was unable to find a good deal for it. Coming in at number 6 is going to be the Hyundai Ioniq as well. However, this one is going to be the limited edition instead of the SE. This one comes in at an MSRP of $40,000. I'm seeing total payments of around $10,000 to $11,000. Depending again on your timing, this car should be free with some negotiation if your income is under $38,000. And it'll only cost you $1,000 or $2,000 if your income is between $38,000 and $51,000. Next on the list, we have a Nissan Leaf S Plus coming in at an MSRP of about $39,000. The lease total payments add up to about $9,600. If a one pay is available, it should be a little bit closer to $9,000. This makes it almost free for incomes of up to $51,000. And if your income is below $38,000, you might even make money on this car. Now, I say might because it doesn't actually say what happens if you pay less than what the CVRP rebate allows. I'm assuming they would pay out the whole rebate anyways, but I'm not too sure. Please let me know in the comments below if this situation applies to you. I haven't personally seen any data points on this, so I'm very curious. And with that, we come on to number 4. And it's the same car, but a little bit cheaper specs. This Nissan Leaf SV with the tech package clocks in at around $37,000. The best total lease payments I've seen was about $9,280, which will reduce by a couple hundred if there's a one pay available. So as long as your income is around $51,000, you end up paying a couple $100 max for this car if you're getting a good deal on it. And again, if your income is under $38,000, the CVRP might actually end up paying you for it. In number 3, we have the Kia Niro EX. You have to catch this one at a good deal, but it has a pretty high MSRP of over $40,000. But I've seen one pays available for $9,200 to $9,300. And at number 2, we have the Chevy Bolt Premier. This is a fully loaded car with all of the goodies clocking in at about $44,000. The best one pays I've seen for this car are between $8,000 to $9,000. This is going to depend on the dealers in your area, the inventory available, and your negotiating skills, making this car likely free for all of those who qualified for the CVAP. And this is all on top of the CVAP deals for either the free level 2 home charger or the free $1,000 prepaid public charging card. And finishing at number 1, the best deal is the Chevy Bolt LT with the fast charging. This car's MSRP is about $38,000. After knocking about $4,000 off of MSRP during negotiations, the one pay for this car comes out to about $6,500. And if you decide you don't want to do the one pay, the best deal I've seen has total payments adding up to about $7,000. This way, you're still going to be way under your voucher allowance. And again, in the circumstances that the CVRP does actually give you a rebate, even though you didn't pay much for the car, you can use that money towards the insurance, future repairs, gas, etc. If you think about it, you have $9,500 in voucher, and the car payments are $7,000. Especially with the one pay, you already have a CVAP voucher of $5,000 and the $1,500 clean fuel reward. When you take this to the dealer, you're walking out with the free car already. So when you apply for the CVRP after this, I'm not really sure what happens. Again, I would really love to know if you have any idea. Please let me know in the comments down below. But regardless, this car is going to be free for 3 years. And if the CVRP decides to rebate you, you walk away getting paid $1,500 to $3,500 to drive this car for 3 years. Now, you'll notice that the Tesla Model 3, Tesla Model Y, and Polestar 2 are not discussed in this video. While they're great electric cars that are widely popular, they don't do very well with leases. So even looking at the most base Tesla Model 3, you're not going to end up with a free car. But if your income qualifies and you've always wanted a Tesla, this will be a huge discount to whatever prices you'll be paying for either a lease, a finance, or a cash buy. And actually, on another note, depending on when you're watching this video, make sure to do a quick Google for the BMW i3 pricing. This deal is either really good or really bad depending on the promotions that BMW has. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to getting you a free car. I really hope that I helped provide some insight and clarity onto incentives and rebates that might otherwise be confusing. If this has helped you or your friend, please give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe if you want to see more. I have a ton of tips and tricks coming up and really appreciate all of your support. If you're curious on how a lease works or how to negotiate a lease, my next video will be a brief walkthrough on the process of leasing a car. Quick disclaimer, this is not tax advice. Please consult your tax accountant for your own particular situation. And also remember to factor in your own taxes and fees depending on where you live. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.